celebration going, we'd like to welcome to the stage a young lady who has chosen to share the gift of laughter with the world. She's a graduate of Heights and the Ohio State University. She feels that laughter is one medium that can bring people, regardless of their differences, together. We knew her as Carly Brockers. She now goes as Carly Rowe, or in her words, Sinbad's daughter. Let's put our hands together for Heights' own Carly Rowe.
I tried to steal one of their robes. They wouldn't let me get it. They said they had to use it tonight. So I had to smuggle mine in from my church. I just got to make sure I get it back to church by Sunday because we got to sing. Greetings from Great Ebenezer, St. Luke Missionary Baptist Church, all the apostles minus Judas. In the name of Jesus, I represent the Praise Our Voices Gospel Choir. Jesus, I love you. POV, hold it down. Hello, Cleveland Heights, what's going on, everybody? Cleveland Heights Gospel Choir. So many fond memories. Grew up in this place. Still live across the street because I'm still living with my mama and my daddy. Lord help me. Jesus, I prayed for better days. But I just turned 30, guys. Big milestone. Everybody keeps telling me that I don't have absolutely anything going on in my life right now. I don't have nothing going on with my life. But I got time to turn things around. Think about it. Nobody even knew 25-year-old Jesus. So as long as I do something, if I'm 33, I'm basically perfect. But because I'm 30, I have to start watching what I'm eating and what I'm doing with myself. I'm starting to get all these doctor checkups. I went to the doctor. She told me I was obese. Tried to hand me a prescription for it. I said, what in the world am I going to do with this prescription? It's not like I can go to church on Sunday, on Communion Sunday, and when they passing out the juice and crackers, instead of taking one, I'm going to take 3. Because according to my prescription, Jesus died for me 3 times. Can't do that. But Cleveland Heights Gospel Choir, 40 years. 40 years. Memorable teachers and persons of this school. Like, I love them. There's so many fun, any alumni, you ask alumni of the choir, and they have a memory of him. You can say a story of, you know, how you remember Mr. Tarter. One thing we all know is that foot. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? When he played that piano, that foot just be going. And you know when the song is really his song, because that foot just go faster and faster. I just knew one day he was going to sprain his ankle. I just knew it. And then I always loved how Mr. Tarter will always say at the concerts, these children could have been anywhere else. They could be sitting in someone's smoky room, but they're here doing something positive with themselves. Now, how many of y'all in high school knew what a smoky room was? I didn't. I had no clue. Then I graduated and went to college, and I was like, oh. So this is what Mr. Tarter was talking about, a smoky room. Lord help me. But one of my favorite times in gospel choir was the Gospel Fest. Y'all remember Gospel Fest? Oh, man. And I love, you know, they will always come up and say before you get on stage, this is not a competition. We are here to glorify the Lord. Meanwhile, in the back, the president of the gospel choir at the time was giving a pre-game speech like LeBron James during playoff time. Talking about, this is our house. Don't let them come in here and show us up. It's time to kill it. The choir come out doing a reenactment of Sister Act 2, doing dance steps Mr. Tarter didn't even teach, talking about joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore thee. Mr. Tarter like, I didn't even teach y'all that. What are y'all doing? And then I love the gospel choir tours. Remember you go on tour? Well, my year we thought we was doing something. We went in Florida until the next year after Mr. Tarr left, Miss Dixon took over. She took the choir to the Bahamas. I said, well, I could have been a chaperone or something. I'm 18 now. But I love this school, and I thank you guys for embracing me and letting me come back and share my hobby. This is my hobby. I have a real job. I don't make no money from this. Hopefully one day. Follow me on Facebook or something. But hit up my YouTube page. Give me some likes. I need some views. But are y'all familiar with the Ricky Smiley church announcements? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just get y'all set up for that. But I told you I'm 30, which means 2 years ago, I graduated in 2003. So 2 years ago, I celebrated my 10-year class reunion. You know, and wait, pause. I want to just let y'all know, all the alumni in the choir, that Mr. Tarter said from his mouth that 2003 was his favorite year. I don't want 1975 coming and beat me up. I don't want that. Hey, look, you never know. All right? But no. So I went to my class reunion and all my classmates are getting married and having babies and naming their babies with normal baby names. Like, you know, we're going back to the Ashleys and the Tiffany's. Hey, I love a unique name. It makes you special. You never hear any unique pastor names, huh? Like, my pastor name is Reverend Alan D. Banks. His wife, First Lady Vanessa Banks. You never hear Pastor LaTravion Lamontez Smith. First Lady Tanaka Gloria Smith. I never hear no names like that. I'm gonna love them the same, though. If you're called by the Lord, then by all means, spread the gospel. Okay, so I'm gonna do these church announcements, but I gotta get my prop real quick. Hold on. Just bear with me. I'm gonna do my own version of the church announcements, the ghetto youth announcements. I gotta get into character. Tuna. Hello, my name is Bonquiqui Jenkins. I am Sister Bernice Jenkins' granddaughter, and these are the youth announcements for Friday, April 24th, 2015. Govern yourselves accordingly. Pastor LaTravion Lamontez and First Lady Tanaka Gloria Smith's appreciation theme for 2015 is Love on Top. And the youth choir, Praise Our Voices, gospel choir, will be singing the gospel version of Beyonce's smash hit Love on Top. And I heard it and it's the bomb. We want to say congrats to the youth department for this year's Easter program, If Heaven Had a Ghetto. Y'all did a wonderful job. The youth program processional. Pastor LaTravion would like to meet with all youth after church to discuss that there will absolutely be no Casper sliding down the aisle during the processional or doing the new line dances you learned at the Wednesday Racino classes. None of that. Okay? Today after church, Pastor LaTravion would like to meet with all the young men of the church to discuss who left their book bag in the back last week at the young men's meeting. It had a pit bull puppy in it, and he does not want y'all selling it on the streets because it's illegal. At this week's young men's meeting, the topic is talking about skinny jeans. Now that sagging is over, a man must know the appropriate skinny jeans to wear that cannot be too tight. First Lady Tanaka Gloria wants to speak to all the young ladies about hair and makeup choices. It is distracting to Pastor Travion when you come to church looking like the highlighter that you use to highlight the Bible verses. That concludes the youth announcements for Friday, April 24th. Govern yourselves. Amen. So, when I was in gospel choir, I never had the courage to get up to sing. Actually, I can't sing. That's what I can get up here and speak, and I couldn't do that back in high school. Really, I was scared. I done got some courage since I got older, but I want to sing a solo. However, I'm sure Mr. Tarr would have said no, because he know I can get up here and act a fool and cut up. So I'm gonna do it today since they gave me the light. So I'm a sound man back there, cue up my music. Now, a great gospel song, y'all know how it goes. A great song starts out real mellow, nice and chill, and then it just goes over the top. So I'm gonna do Dottie Peoples, On Time God. Now, 15 minutes later, we're not gonna be doing the same song. You know how we can get real long-winded with the song, so I cut the song a little bit. You got it for me, sir? I can't see that. If not, then that's my time. That's my time. I can't. Don't start, because I got the music, so I can mimic it. But I'm about to sing no Dottie Peoples. I know real singers back here. You about to set me up. These old heads up here so they can sing it. I told you I don't sing, but that's my song. All right, turn it up for me. Come on, clap now, y'all. I told you I cut the song, but it's gonna keep going back. Keep clapping. All right. Now, a true gospel song. I was real calm in the beginning, but now I'm about to take it all the way left.